Hi everyone, this is Francisco. So in this video, I wanted to just share a quick idea for cell phones for people who can't read for whatever reason. Um, I know that's a little bit difficult for people to not be able to read, or rare. I should say it's pretty rare that people can't read, and in 2024, the especially the newer generations. Um, but there's some people who can't read, and um, there's someone who I know, and is constantly asking me, "What does this say?" Because someone sends a text message, and I'm just like, there's no way for AI technology to read it for you. So I think that for the Google developers or Apple developers and like any other competitors out there, um, you know, you people are always and constantly coming up with new updates, and I think that this will be a good update for a lot of reasons, including, um, you know, maybe helping these people who are, I think the word is illiterate. That's the word. Unable to read or write. Okay. So, I think it will be good for these people to somehow activate this setting, um, and pretty much like it, let me see here. Like if I were to push on this button that says "Do not disturb," like every phone has it, laptop, whatever the case may be or might be. Um, so for people who are illiterate and need help reading, um, or need help, with whatever it might be, I think having a button like that, an option like that, would help a lot of people out. But yeah, that was all I wanted to say through this video, because I don't think that people should be going through that. I don't think people should, be telling other people like, "Hey, I just got a text message and I have no idea what it means." So yeah, I mean, it being able to read, the whole message. Um, and possibly, well, yeah, because I was gonna say for the computer to also write down what someone says verbally, but that's already included with even my phone. Um, but as far as the reading of a text, that's not an option at the moment. Um, Now I thought about like other alternatives, like possibly downloading an app where someone can easily copy and paste the message, or somehow connect it to a cell phone, kind of like software, um, or like Grammarly, right? It helps people write. So the same type of concept, but I think it'll be better if it was like already integrated in a phone. So like if someone can't read or write or whatever, but mainly read, um, people will just know like, hey, don't worry, just activate this, the setting right here, and AI technology will read your text messages from this moment on. And not only that, but when you're surfing the web, like let's say through Google, it'll be able to read, like let's say whatever a user selects. So for instance, like let's take illiterate for example, and you know um, I I I basically highlighted this text. I selected it, and I selected the whole text, and then there's options um, with alt. See, like that. It says open in reading mode. Let's see what it says. New. You can pin this side panel for easy access. Description. Literacy is the ability to read and write broadly. Wait, that's what I just this is something that I just reading mode. So I can increase the fonts, decrease the fonts, disable links, color theme, line height, letter spacing. It says pop-ins. Oh, this will actually change the font, but there's still no option for this for the computer to read. Let's say, for instance, this section of words that I would like the computer to read to me so I could understand what it says. Even though I know how to read, and if I read this, I would know exactly what it's referring to or whatever. But for people who don't, they'll be able to read. They'll be able to go to any website and allow the computer to read the website for them so they could understand what the website's about, or what kind of services this these or this type of company provides to people. Okay, so let's say, for instance, a house cleaner, right? So you guys want to hire a house cleaner, and you don't know how to read, but you're on a website. And I think with this type of add-on for the computer to read to a user, more users that can't read will most likely now be engaging in websites. So there's also that possibility and potential. So so yeah, I think it'll be good because I mean, what if someone can't read, but they're like messaging someone, but they don't want other people to find out what they're talking about or what they're discussing. So now, to provide like security and privacy, that's what this add-on feature for AI technology to, or whatever, to read out loud what a text says. I think it just will keep people safer. Because, for instance, what if someone says, hey, what does this say? But the person that reads it happens to know some of the people that are in the text messaging system, or whatever the case may be. It just it's like having someone going through your phone and reading your text messages is similar to that. I mean, I have never done that. As far as I can remember, I have never gone through someone's phone and read their private messages and conversations that they had with other people. So these people who can't read, I think it'll just be a cool and awesome feature for them. So yeah, and like, I think for this, with the I have an HP laptop. I think it's part of Google because I went to the Google section at Best Buy a few months back when I bought this laptop, the most affordable one. So when we hold down on Alt after selecting some words, some words here, it says open in reading mode, and it says new. So it seems like they're headed in the right direction, and they're probably thinking about these things. I'm not sure, but either way, it doesn't have the read it out loud to me option at the moment. So you know, it it will be nice for these users to be able to have that. And not only that, but since Google already has it here, um, it could just be like kind of like when you guys go to a video on YouTube and and fuck, and it has this option right here, mute and unmute, right? So this little icon right here is what I'm referring to. Now, the volume is also good. So, that little icon, when, like, if a user selects it, it will instantly begin to read what is written or what has been written. And not just that, but maybe users can, turn up the volume or lower the volume. And then there's different, voices, like on Google Maps. People are able to select Google Maps, selecting from different voice recordings. It says to change the voice in Google Maps on an Android device, you can do the following, and then it shows the options on how to do that. So that's what I'm referring to. Okay, so you guys will be able to have those settings as well. So, I think I just named 3 different things. Adding for AI technology to read the words. Not only that, but having the volume go up or down, just like on YouTube. Okay, right here. And oh yeah, and then providing these users with different voice speaking options. Okay, so it's that simple. And I guess, it's simple code. I think. Whatever Google Maps offers, as far as the way that AI technology or the computer reads out loud or speaks out loud, the same kind of code can be just copied and pasted here when it comes to like HTML and all that stuff, like writing code. So it could be Spanish, English, it could be any language you people can think of. So people will be able to change the language. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyways, I was asked the other day, hey, help me read this because I don't know how to read. And like like honestly, who does that? Who does that these days? And not just that, but like I don't think anyone, like people are just not used to that. It's just like so unusual and rare. And you guys have smartphones, and these phones that other people have are way newer than my phone. My phone is not even an Apple product. It might be a Google product. I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't think that people have the time or nor the energy to be reading for someone. Like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Let me stop what I'm doing and yeah, let me read out loud to you. No, I'm not trying to be rude, but come on, guys. You know, let's help people out there. Imagine if it was like an emergency or something, or like if someone's alone. Like, let's say someone's trapped, even though they could just call someone, but they receive a text message. How are they ever going to figure it out? Especially if there's no one around them. So it's all in the details, and that was all for this video. It just I just ran into this situation, and I don't mind it. I really don't. It's just that I think what bothered me the most was not the question that was proposed to me, like, hey, can you read this? I personally, I got distracted with all of this information, like, instantly. Like, why don't these guys have this down already? It's so embarrassing. And I think that it took me away from the moment. And in other words, it really did. It made me brainstorm, and it made me think to try to envision how it would be for a user to have this option that I just spoke about. Because life already has its own problems. It has a lot of problems. People have to deal with a lot of things, and and I understand. I'm not making fun of anyone, okay? Like, I have a learning disability, or else, and if it wasn't true, I would have graduated from high school. I would have been like, I would have been in college. I wouldn't be living with my mom and my dad. Okay, I wouldn't be in the situation that I am right now if I didn't have a learning disability. Okay, so that's just a quick example, and it's obvious that there's people out there who have, like legitimate um, issues of their own. Okay, so I hope this helps. And I mean, personally, I'm never going to use this option unless, like, I want the computer to read a book to me. But if I want that, all I have to do is like download an app, like Nook, or like some type of application where I can download books. Right? So, I mean, the technology is out there. It's out there. It's just that it hasn't been introduced into the texting spectrum when it comes to smartphones. So, with a little bit of digging, I think that you people can provide something very neat for illiterate people or people who just can't read. I don't know what the word is for people who can't read, but there's a word for it. Okay, and I'm not going to try to think of it, and I honestly, like, 80% 80% of my brain power right now, I don't think I have it in there. That word, I don't think. I mean, maybe if I read it, if I look it up, I might be able to recall, like, learning or hearing that word at one point in my life, or not. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover. If if I had if I had a website or something, I most likely would have blogged about it or something like that. I would have shared an article with all of you. But to me, this is like a verbal way of doing it without me having to edit things or think about what words would be better than other words, and then going back and rewording it and stuff like that, doing all that mental stuff. I just find this easier. And if you people out there want to blog about it, then go ahead. Do it. That would be great. As a matter of fact, you guys can create a blog about it. You guys can blog about it and then add like a link, maybe how to download some software or something to make it work and make it compatible to any cell phone or laptop. Either way, because someone could write software right now I mean, AI technology can write the code like nothing. I don't doubt it. So anyway, so yeah, you guys can have all that on your own personal blog and help people out. And yeah, people will be on their way. That's like clear communication. That's helping people communicate on a higher level. And that's what it's all about. Right? So, some people prefer to text than to um, just speak whatever, goes through their mind. Especially if they have a business and they want to keep things professional, or because they are professional. So there's different ways of looking at it, but either way, like I think it was a doctor. Yeah, it was a doctor. Oh wait, well never mind. I'm thinking about something else, and I just won't even share this other thought that I got. Um, but anyway, I'm going to end this video. Thank you all for listening, and I hope this helped. If you people think this is a good idea, maybe share it with some of these developers, or to people who may concern, and maybe they can do about something about this situation. And once it's addressed, I don't mind deleting this video once I upload it to YouTube, because right now it's going to be saved under my downloads, so my data, like on my laptop. And I'll just consider it as a thing of the past, not a problem of the present, and especially not a problem of the future. Okay, it would just be a problem of the past, and we could all move on and do better and greater things for each other. That's how simple it is. And that's how it should always be.